Why don't the Ocean's 11 guys just get jobs? Let's start with the boring reason: it's hard for ex-cons to get jobs. And while that's never explicitly stated, it is kind of implied to be the in-universe reason. We see a normal day in the life for some of these crew members pre-heist, and about half of them, they are clearly ex-cons who can't get normal jobs. And then there's Rusty, Brad Pitt's character, who chooses not to get a normal job because that would require getting paid by check, and Rusty doesn't want to pay taxes. Which leads us to the fun answer. Heist is their job. We don't see much of the world building in Ocean's 11, but what we do see implies this criminal underworld where heists are a gig economy, where you will sign on for a freelance position and you might stick with that crew for a while, or you might not. We see someone who invests in heists just like they would invest in any other business. He puts up the money so that the crew can buy the equipment, so that the crew can do the job, and then he takes a percentage of the cut without having to lift a finger. When we meet Matt Damon's character, or the hacker, we see that they've been doing solo work and that they're both the best in their field. And when we meet Don Cheadle's demolitions expert, we see that he's been bouncing around to a lot of different crews, that each of those crews has specific job titles for different roles, and that he kind of resents the crews he's been working with for being kind of incompetent. To the point that he even says, it'll be nice to work with proper criminals again. And that might be the most important line of the movie. Proper criminals implies that there's an entire culture here, with a code of conduct and a code of competence, which kind of implies an entire industry of heisting. Now, does that job benefit society? Maybe, maybe not. That debate is for a different video. But heists are a legitimate job is the philosophy of the movie. The only reason somebody would ask, why don't the Ocean's 11 guys just get jobs, is because they haven't bought into the philosophy of the movie. And you can see that world building and that philosophy of heists are a job in dozens of other heist movies, including Lift, Drive, The Bad Guys, Baby Driver, Leverage, The Italian Job, Home Alone even. And The Italian Job makes that explicit text when the mentor tells the mastermind, there are two types of thieves in this world. Thieves who steal to enrich their lives, and thieves who steal to define their lives. Don't be the latter. Or in other words, make heist your job, not your identity. In more casual terms, please have a work-life balance. And that philosophy and that world building is part of the reason why I want to make my heist movie in the first place. Because it's so much fun to play in that world. Follow for more heist talk.